welcome to the stream. Um, welcome to whatever's probably gonna be the most scuffed stream I'll do in quite a while, honestly. Because yeah, I don't I don't know what I'm doing. To be honest with you, we're just kind of starting. Um, One could argue that I should have probably planned this out a bit more, but I think it adds to the fun, you know? I think it's what makes this experience interesting, is the fact that I have no idea what I'm actually doing. Hey yo, Major Fullfikins, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And yeah, welcome to my to my kitchen. Like, I mean, what else am I supposed to say? I don't know. But yeah, I think should we just get on started? Is the thing. Good day yourself. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Um, had a bit of issues with setting everything up, which is why we're just like couple couple minutes late. You know, just a bit late. Not very late. Just a bit. Ah man, chat is real stretched out. I should fix that. Wow, that's not good. Thank you, Twitch. Hold on. Give me, guys, a second. I want to ensure that I have everything going well, because this is already off to a glorious start, you know? There you go. Much better. Cool. Yeah, okay. Actually, you know what? I think we got fairly... Hello there. I'm just trying to do my best to be on camera while also not wanting to be. But it's fine. I think we'll just get started on then. I was gonna say like, oh, should we wait a little bit more for people to actually have a chance to join? But then I realized, you know what? It's good enough. Let's just go for it. Hey, Black Studio, Aches, Centart, how are y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Uh, Anything else before we get started? Don't think so. So, let's just jump into it. So, I did very little prep work, I guess, question mark, before starting this, because I wanted to make sure that, you know, we got that real, you know, cooking experience. I demand funny Mike at least once. What do you mean funny Mike? Explain thyself by what you mean with funny Mike, because I have no idea. I'm hoping the mic is fine right now, which by the way, I forgot. Yeah, light music in the background, because figured it would be good to have a light bit of something playing in the background. Gonna lower the volume of that just a little bit so that it's not really, you know, much of an issue, but it's just kind of there, you know. I I didn't know what to pick, so I just went with what I thought would work. So yeah, let me know if that's an issue or anything. But yeah, let's get started. So first things first, we have to get all of our things, which I have the majority of everything right here, right outside the camera view. Well, it wasn't outside the camera view. I was more like blocking it, I suppose. So in here we have all of our vegetables, which are the thing we're gonna start with first, because you kind of want to start setting off your vegetables to start cooking before you do anything else in the meantime, because you need to get that salsa ready kind of right off the bat. So we got our tomatillos, which are these small little funny green tomatoes, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by just simply washing them, because funnily enough, these ones actually came with the kind of leaf covering that they have off already, but they're still a bit grimy, so you want to make sure to clean those up first before we do anything. So now we move on to sync camera, if this works well. Wow, look at that. Fancy transitions, guys. We got it. It's gonna have to... There you go. Sync camera. Wow. Nice. We're gonna just drag this on over here. And get our vegetables. As well as our pot. You just want like a normal pot, you know, just normal average pot. Professional just chatting streamer? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. You know, because I have an idea of what I'm doing, of course. Not scuffed at all. Sorry for the camera shake. The small child was, you know, shaking the tripod, which is always a good way to start things. Watching veggies in 4K? I don't know if 4K, but some K for sure, probably. But yeah, on top of that, the only other thing that we're gonna add is bag, apparently, because I can't get the thing. We're gonna add 1 serrano pepper. Now, here's the thing about these. These have a tendency to be either really, really spicy or not spicy at all. So for right now, we're gonna put a whole pepper in to boil with the tomatoes as well. But we're probably in the blender when we make the salsa only gonna put half of it and then try the salsa and then from there see if we, you know, add more or not. Because again, these ones tend to be really, really inconsistent. The next Gordon Ramsay? Absolutely not, man. Oh my god, if I bet you if I were to tweet this stream and this food at Gordon Ramsay, I would get like just it wouldn't even be rude on it. Honestly, it'd be he'd be so disappointed to the point where it's like I can't even joke about this. Like this is just unacceptable at this point. It just is. No further comments. Just I'm done. Goodbye. And that's it. But let's keep going. You don't really need to like wash it. Just kind of a light rinse, slightly soap it, and then you rinse it again. And then you throw it in the pot. I forgot to take the pot lid, because I'm smart and I know what I'm doing, of course. So we're just gonna keep doing this for a little bit, and I'll be right back with you. And then we're gonna start having this cook for a bit. And then once that's done cooking, and while that's cooking, I mean, I'm already losing myself. We're gonna start shredding the chicken, because I also did not do that. Because I got too caught up with trying to find a tripod that worked and that I could use. So I prepared very little. Very little. But for right now, that's fine. We'll just keep going. Washing these little tomatoes. These small green tomatoes, which apparently, I just know them as tomatillos, like, because that's all I've known them as forever, right? But apparently, they also go by Mexican husk tomato, which if you ask me, that's a pretty cool name. I quite like that. I actually think that's a pretty good name. I kind of prefer that, honestly. Because in Spanish, tomatillos literally just kind of translates to small tomato, and that's it. But then, in English, it's called the Mexican husk tomato. So, you know, it's kind of pog. Also, hey, Aiden! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, I hope so, at least. How's the music, by the way? Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? What would you guys like me to do with that? Really, for me, it's fine right now. But if you want me to raise the audio just a tad bit more, we can do that. If it's really, like, not audible at all. It all depends on what y'all want. Because after all, this is just a happy little time with some happy little tomatoes. Look at these tomatoes. They're so happy. You see? So happy. Nice and soapy and happy. I should do this one day, but like try and just mock Bob Ross. Like, not mock, but like do like a Bob Ross. Do it in like a Bob Ross style. Just like, so we're gonna take the little tomato and we're just gonna like wash it under the warm soapy water. Just have it run. Happy little tomatoes. Alright, so all of our tomatoes are washed now. Audio is good, like Bob Ross. Nice, cool. If anyone recognizes what I'm playing in the background right now, like, good, fair play to you. You get free channel points that I can God. Tomato, no! It's fine. Everything is good. Oh man, I know what I'm doing. Is it obvious that I know what I'm doing? Probably not by the fact that I forgot the microphone and you guys could probably hear nothing. I can't hear the music? Alright, here. Let me raise that up just a little bit more then. How's that? So good. I'm gonna dry my microphone because it's slightly wet. And I want to make sure that it doesn't die on me. That would be the worst, wouldn't it? If, like, I just managed to kill all of my electronics on this stream. Oh, man. But yeah. So, now that we got all the tomatoes in the pot, as you can see, right? All tomatoes and the pepper in there. A little more? Okay, cool. Bum, bum. Can y'all hear it now? The direction of the speaker? Oh, it's not playing out loud. It should be the desktop audio, which should be playing out. Unless, for some reason, it's not, because I'm a dingus. Because it says that desktop audio should be playing. Hold on, let me raise it up through YouTube a bit more then. Alright, and that's, Hello. Is that better? That should be quite a bit louder if I'm incorrect. Yep. Okay. Is that good enough? For me it's a bit loud, but... Not loud, but I can hear it a lot more than I used to be able to. Yep. Alright, is that good then? Yep. Okay, cool then. Neato. Nice. Alright. So, now that we got all that done, we're just gonna put hot water into this and set it on the back burner. So, I mean, I'm just gonna move the camera transitions. Go! Wow, look at that! So cool! I'm gonna angle this just a little bit more this way. And then... Cool, that should be good. Alright. I'm gonna set the microphone down here. You guys might not be able to hear me for like a second, but we're just gonna grab our pot. Now we filled it up with hot water. So you don't need to necessarily fill it up with hot top water, because I mean you're boiling it anyway, right? But it helps kind of speed up that process a bit. So I'm going to put it on the back burner because it's just kind of gonna be sitting there for a little bit. Also, something to keep in mind, you know, my stove is relatively dumb, so it's gonna look like I'm setting things to a really high temperature, but the funny thing about this stove is that it either cooks nothing or it's really hot. So I'm gonna be setting it to like on my stove here, my fancy stove that totally isn't falling apart on me. We're gonna set it to like a 6.5. 6.5-ish. That's the wrong one. Don't do what I just did and turn on the wrong stove by accident. Also, hey Rue, yes, DJ Face. This is me. I look like this. I wish it was better, but oh well, what can you do? And also, hey Jay, welcome to the stream. It is enchilada hours for reals. Yeah. So, cool. Alright, so while that's cooking over there, we're just gonna kind of put the lid on, keep an eye on it a bit, and we're gonna move on to shredding the chicken. So, normally, if you were to do this, you know, you would shred the chicken first. I mean, not shred the chicken. You would have to cook it first. This chicken's actually, like, from a day ago or so, because we made soup, and so we boiled the chicken, and because we needed the chicken broth. And I had some leftover one, so I'm just going to be shredding this. Normally, you would have to just kind of, like, cook the chicken by well, boiling it really. And then once it was done cooking, you just kind of shred it, and because this is gonna be the filling for our enchiladas. I love the shirt. Ah, thanks, Drew. Yes, I've had this one for a while now, but I figured you guys would like it. um, but yeah, so we're gonna shred this chicken while that's cooking, and just kind of let's kind of chat for a bit, shall we? Just how y'all doing? How's it going? It's real chicken shredding hours. Um, where do I put things is the question. I don't I don't know. I'm just gonna put this down here, and hopefully that's good enough. This stove is not hot. It's that one. Just had to make sure. Chicken shredding hours. Yeah, I mean, like some of it's already shredded, as you can see a bit. Right, it's already a bit of shredded chicken. But then we also have this solid, chunky boy here that we're just gonna kind of shred. And this is a bit of a tedious process, to be honest with you. But for the most part, it's like whatever. You're just kind of shredding. Love your nails too. Thanks, Drew. I actually just had them painted like yesterday because I was like, why not? I was talking with my sibling, and they were like, you should paint your nails. And I was like, why not? Let's go for it. And at first I had them like this red color. I called it the McCree Red because it was literally called something like Canyon Red or something like that. It was like, it was Canyon Red. And so I had them painted McCree Red is what I kept calling it. But then I was like, I don't think this quite suits me. And I don't want to go with black nail polish because it's a bit also not my style. And then my mom was like, hey, yo, I got this like nice turquoise, dark greenish looking one. You want to try that? And I was like, sure. So I put some of it on and I liked it. So I'm rocking it now. I was also debating wearing one of my jackets, but then I realized, it's gonna get hot. I'd rather not. Because specifically when we get to what is probably the most tedious-ish part of this, which is actually not shredding chicken. Funnily enough, this doesn't take that long. What takes the longest is frying the tortillas. Because, I mean, at least for me, for you guys, if you guys were to be following along, you probably wouldn't make this many enchiladas. But for me, I've got a big boy family. So it's quite a lot of us. So I end up making, I think, 32 of them. So it's like 32 tortillas you have to fry and then fill with chicken and then smother in sauce and cheese. So, yeah. But in the meantime, we're just vibing. Listening to some Grumps Wave. Yeah, that's what's playing in the background. The 24/7 Grumps Wave. Because I was like, I should add some music, because otherwise I feel like this might be a bit too boring. So, what is something that's copyright free and I could use? Grumps Wave. Why not? It's a lot more chill than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. I expected it to be more slightly synth-wavy, but I like it so far. Very jazzy and nice. Grumps Wave. Yeah, they did a 24/7 live stream of well, it wasn't 24/7, it was like 5 hours pretty much of like, and they do these every so often. I don't know how often exactly, but every so often they're just like, oh yeah, we'll do like a live stream of like music to relax and study to, and it's like mixed by different people. So this time it was mixed by, I think, Sage9, and it was titled Grumps Wave, and it has this really nice visual art to it of them just kind of sitting in like a neon-y kind of city, like a restaurant, like a ramen shop almost, just in the street kind of out. So it's neat. Also, hey, welcome back, Black Studio. Hope you're enjoying me shredding chicken for 5 hours, because that's all this is gonna be for the next 5 hours. I'm just joking. This shouldn't take that long. I'm actually almost done with it, funnily enough. I don't know how much of this chicken I'm actually gonna use either, but in my experience, I tend to run out of it, so I'm just gonna do all of it because why not? Already chicken bit by bit. Shredding chicken bit by bit. Yeah, I mean, you have to do it manually. There's no real other way to do it that I'm aware of. Like, you're not gonna get like a cheese grater and shove the chicken down the cheese grater to try and shred it. I wonder if someone's. I feel like someone's tried to do that. Takes too long. Yeah, I mean, I like cooking because it's just nice. It's kind of just chill. It's nice, you know. Cooking stream. That's a pretty cool chicken shredding stream. Now we're talking. Hell yeah, gamer. Now we're really pogging now. I would totally try to do that. Man. Sounds like something I would do. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a bit concerned now for y'all's safety. That's pretty pog, bro. Bro, I know, right, bro? Bro, it's like so pog, bro. Like, we should like pog champ, guys. Can we get some pog champs in chat? Maybe some bits. Like, can we get the hype train going? Let's go, gamer. Twitch Prime? Twitch Prime. I'm just joking. Please, no one actually subscribe for Twitch Prime. This is not worth your Twitch Prime. It's free, but this is not worth it. If anything, I should probably be using my Twitch Prime on you guys at this point for making y'all sit through this. Bro, I actually hadn't listened to this stream fully. I've only listened to a bit of it. It's actually really, really good. Like, I'm actually just... I wish I could vibe a bit more, but I'm kind of in the middle of shredding chicken. Tomatoes are still not anywhere near done. It's fine. I like this. Yeah, it's neat. It's all good. We're just kind of vibing, you know? I almost said that to the rhythm of the mouth. Just, hey, can we get some hype train going so I can sub to my viewers? Bro, that's exactly... I would do that. I would just, like, get like, subscriptions for... If I was partnered, right? Right now, at this moment, somehow. Purely hypothetical situation. I would just... Because that's how you get the, like, 100% of subs. Because otherwise, it's, like, half and half. Half goes to Twitch, half goes to you. But if I had it fully right now, if anyone subs, I would just give it back and use that money to just subscribe back. Because this ain't worth the subs, bro. Oh, man. But it's fine. We're just kind of vibing. Thank you, Game Grumps. Very cool. Man, I actually like this. It's funny. I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps, and it's funny because I did not used to watch Game Grumps until like less than like a year ago now. Yeah, I started watching him at like the beginning of the current world events. Backstreet Boys reunion tour, I mean, of course. How did I forget about Backstreet Boys reunion tour? I started watching them at the beginning, like right before the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. So, you know, I haven't been watching them for that long, but I've just been enjoying watching them all the time. Because it's just, they're so good at what they do. Their videos are always such entertainment. It's great. I love it. And I find it neat that they're doing these, like, 24, like... Not 24/7, because it's not that. It's not the 24/7 lo-fi beats to relax and study to. It's kind of what it's supposed to be, but it's not as long. But they're just neat. I like them. They're very snazzy. Alrighty then. So we're almost done with this chicken. Just got a little bit more chicken left to go. Centaur, thank you so much for the biddies! Appreciate it, man. I can't even read how many there were, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the PogChamp and the bits. Ah, 10 bits. That's where it is. Man, if only I could read, I'd be... If I could read, guys, I'd be dangerous. Game Grumps are like my comfort YouTubers. If I'm happy, Grumps, sad, Grumps. Can't sleep? Grumps. Like, I love them so much. Yeah, no, Sam, it's just such a chill, like, I mentioned this to you, Rue, I think, but I one time, because this is just the type of vibe they give me. It's just like sitting, watching like two of your friends just play a game, and you're just kind of sitting there, not really talking or doing much or actually playing. You're just kind of there for the ride, just kind of watching. And because of it, it's just so much fun to me. It's just, I really like the vibe of it, of just kind of being there and enjoying it. You need more comfort YouTubers. We need more comfort YouTubers. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I really like other YouTubers as well. Like, Jacksepticeye Markiplier are also some of my favorite YouTubers to watch. But it's something about that Game Grumps atmosphere of just, like, it feels a lot more chill and a lot more kind of like, yeah, you're just kind of sitting there playing, watching your friends play a game. The man reads, he's too dangerous to be left alive. Oh no. Yeah, we need more comfort YouTubers. I waited for them to continue playing Majora's Mask for 2 years. I'm catching up, to put it that way. I actually have not started watching their Majora's Mask Let's Play. I watched them play Ocarina of Time, which I think I'm on like the last episode, because you recommended that one to me. But I've been meaning to watch them replay Majora's Mask because I don't know. Seems like an interesting series. Oh man, yeah. Again, I'm like on the last episode. I haven't watched Majora's Mask in a bit. Oh yeah, no, that's what I heard. Which is what I find funny, because then watching I'm watching the Ocarina Let's Play, and so many of the comments are like, man, Aaron's talking about how his favorite game is Majora's Mask, and how his favorite Zelda game is Majora's Mask, and how nothing can beat Majora's Mask, and how he should play Majora's Mask. And then the Majora's Mask playthrough came along, and he rage quit on it. Thank you, Aaron Egoraptor Hansen. Very cool. This is the type of thing that, like, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be a semi-biggish Twitch streamer, and then 10 years from now, people are gonna send this clip to one of them, and I'm just gonna feel super awkward about it, because, like, haha, yeah, I said these things. Please don't cancel me. Oh, man. But that should be the end of this here poultry item known as chicken. So, now we got the chicken. It's ripped. It's shredded. I dropped chicken. But yeah, now it's nice and shredded. So, we're just going to kind of set this aside over here and wash my hands because... Alright, DJ's over party. Oh no. Please no. Oh no. Alright. Hello there. I didn't. Hello there. There you go. Alright. So. How are those doing along there? I should put these peppers back. Hold on. I'll do that real quick. To the fridge I go. Ah, God. I would move the camera a lot more. If it wasn't for the fact that my kitchen is so small that there's no point. Like, I can't physically do anything about it. You're just kind of vibing, you know? Like Haran said, he'd never do a Let's Play series back when he was still in anime. Exactly like that. Like, it'd be me like, haha. Like, I don't know, whatever. Or it's like with PewDiePie and all of the dumb tweets he's made where it's like, oh yeah, at like 70 million subscribers, we'll do insert dumb thing here. And then now that he's at that level, it's like, oh, remember when you said this? And he's just like, I really don't. Please stop. I do not need this. That's my all-time favorite tweet. Ah, man. But to be honest with you, I understand. Like, you know, things change. People change. Everyone changes. I was really tempted to do that Anna line. Anna has a random voice line where she's just like, everyone dies. And I was so tempted to follow up that sentence with that line, just everyone dies. I'll never make a let's play if I ever exactly that. I'll never make a let's play, please kill me. Aaron Video Game Boy Hansen 2011. Oh Aaron. Yeah, no, it's great. So I saw them and now they're done. So here, hold on. Alright. So now that the tomatoes are done cooking, you'll know that they're done when I should get my other oven mitt. You'll know that they're done when they have this like darker color. So as you can see, they're like a lot of a darker green now than they used to be before. So we're gonna do our sick camera transition again, right? Our awesome dope camera transition. Just transition time. Brrr. Sync view. Wow. I'm so scared you're gonna put your mic on a hot stove. Nah, don't worry about it. I am a trained professional. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. Also, if you're wondering why, even though the camera is over there, yes, you, but I'm looking over here, that's because camera's there, but my laptop's there, hanging precariously on my counter. But we don't talk about that. So my camera's just right there. My camera's there, I mean, I'm getting confused. But then you guys are here, because chat is right there. Over there. There. So, that's why I keep pointing over here and looking over here instead of at the camera, like a normal person would. Just figured I'd clear that up. Anyhow, so I'm gonna put the microphone over here again, just because I need to. Gonna get this thing. So we're gonna pour the hot water out of this pot and just kind of let the tomatoes and this pepper sit on their own. So we're just gonna do that. Just really carefully making sure you don't get the steam in your face, because the steam isn't hot enough to melt your face, but it's also not very pleasant. So you're just gonna be a bit careful. Pour out as much of the water as you can. I can pour out a little bit more water than that. That's good enough. And so now you just have tomatoes and not pepper. So now here's where the fun part. Hot steam sticks to your skin too. Yeah, no, it's awful. I hate it. It's also bad because I tend to do this a lot, where I'll start pouring it in, but I'm trying to make sure I'm not pouring the actual things inside the pot out, so I end up just having a bunch of what is it? A bunch of steam just fog up my glasses completely and utterly, and it's the worst because then you're just sitting there for like 10 minutes like, ah yes, I can see things and such. Wow, that transition though. I know, right? Man, it's almost like I have two cameras, bro. Wild. Please someone stop me. I have no clue of what I'm doing. Okay. So, now we get our good old friend, the blender. It's how you can make 3D animations if you didn't know that. It's free on Steam. Blender. That's a dumb joke, and I really despise that I made that joke, but we're just not gonna question it. So, I should put this down instead of just carrying it with me. Bonk. Alright, so, now that that's done, we're gonna grab this again, because for some reason I moved it back instead of, leaving it where I was supposed to, which is in this sink. So then, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our tomatoes out of this pot, and pour it into the blender. Program software file. That way they can become three-dimensional cube tomatoes. And maybe a donut. Man, if Aches is still in chat, he's mad at me right now. He hates any mention of the blender donut. Blender donut. He's gonna be summoned if I just say blender donut often enough. A wild Aches will just appear in the chat. I'm sure of it. Blender donut. Yeah, you know, have you not seen how one of the most basic tutorials for Blender, the actual software, not this thing now. I'm talking about the actual software this time. The Blender like software, like one of the first tutorials for it is to make a donut, to model a donut on Blender. And so that's the first project everyone does ever on Blender for modeling, is to make a donut. So because of it, my friend Aches, he really dislikes the blender donut because he mentions the fact that no one ever does anything different with the blender donut. It's always the exact same donut with the pink frosting, which he mentions like, alright, fine, whatever, it's a beginning project. But like, you can at least change the donut color, man. Like, the frosting doesn't need to be pink every time. So then, every time I bring up Blender, I have to bring up the blender donut because it's kind of funny. All right, leave me alone. It's funny. Anyhow, we're gonna keep going with what I'm supposed to be doing, which is cooking, by the way, or at least it should be. The donuts, my brain. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Also, don't worry, I'm not going to just delete your eardrums. I am going to mute the microphone when I turn on the blender, because I'm not dumb. Alright? Like, I know Blender makes loud brrr noise, so I'm not just gonna blend with you guys right there. Maybe one day you could do another cooking stream, making donuts. I don't know, I've never made donuts before, but I do have my Overwatch cookbook, which I'm really happy about, and I like making a lot of the recipes from that. So maybe one day, if this goes well and you guys actually have an interest in more cooking streams and more content like this, we'll go for it. We'll end up making something else from the cookbook. I don't know, maybe the Junkertown burgers, the Rikimaru ramen, maybe a new recipe I haven't tried. Who knows? But something. But that's all up to you if you guys want to see this again and how this stream goes. So far, it's grand. It's absolutely grand. This is like probably the most successful stream I've had so far in my entire career. So, thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. You guys made this happen. If things go horribly wrong in the next like 30 or so minutes, we know whose fault it is. Not mine. I'm just joking. That's all. It's all a joke. Everything I said is a joke. Don't worry about it. Sad face. No, Rue. Don't be sad. No. All right. Well, I'm putting the mic down again. So, I forgot to actually grab a fork and a spoon to do this. So I just recently cleaned these because I wanted to make sure the sink was empty. So we're just gonna use this. So what you're gonna do is you're just kind of gonna, with your fork and spoon, you're kind of gonna scoop up one of the tiny little tomatillos, which again, the name Mexican husk tomato is dope and I love it. I didn't even know that was their name in English, but now I'm so glad that this is information that I know, because you can't tell me calling them small tomatoes is better than calling them small tomatoes in Spanish isn't better than calling them the Mexican husk tomato. Carries so much power to it. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of scoop them in very casually. Whoop, that one's falling. Just gonna keep scooping in tomatoes. Now that they're all cooked and well done and all that good stuff, gonna keep scooping them in. So that's all the tomatoes. Now, the only other thing we have in this pot is the serrano pepper, which again, as I want to clarify again with, as I said at the beginning of the stream, the thing with serrano peppers and the reason why I'm only using one and why I only mentioned one in the ingredients list is because serrano peppers, especially here in the US of A, tend to have this funny property to them where they'll either be not spicy, like at all. You'll put like 3 of them in and you will taste no spice. Or you'll put like not even the pepper in. You'll have like it will have come in contact with something else and then you put those things in and it'll be like the spiciest thing you've ever tried. It's just one of those two. And it's never really consistent with which one of them it is. It's just one of those things. So we're gonna put half of it in first, right? And we're gonna try it, you know, as you do. As a good chef, you try everything as you go along to make sure that it tastes good. And then you slightly adjust depending on it. So we're gonna only add half of it because it's a lot easier to add spiciness if it needs it than it is to remove spiciness if it has too much. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna grab this pepper and with a, I mean, it doesn't really need to be a sharp knife. Like, it's not really hard to cut because it's already cooked. But with a knife, we're just kind of gonna, I should get a cooking board. I don't know why I didn't just grab the cutting board. Because I'm smart like that and I know what I'm doing. We're just gonna cut it in half. There. Half of a pepper. Chuck that in. I'm gonna cut the end of this one off as well in case we end up using it. If we don't, then that's fine. I just love this playlist. It's so good. DJ do be good chef. Ah, thanks, I appreciate it. The spiciness is the best part. Yeah, exactly. DJ knows how to chef. Ah, thanks, Jay. I appreciate it, guys. I lost my train of thought, so I'm just going to go along with the tune. Right. So, on top of adding the tomatoes and the pepper, you're just gonna add like a pinch of salt. So, we're just gonna add, I have this nice sea salt here that I like to use for cooking. I'm actually running out of it, but that's fine. We can scrape some of it out. And we're just kind of gonna add some. Just a bit of a sprinkle. It all depends really on your taste and how you like it. And again, don't worry about adding too little, because you can always add more. So funny thing with cooking is you always want to make more than you think you need, because it's a lot easier to like take some away than it is to make more than later. But when it comes to adding ingredients to things, it's always better to add less, because then you can add more if needed, and it's a lot harder to remove some like of those ingredients if you don't end up liking it like that. Okay, so then we're gonna take this, which is just, I mean, it's like substitute for chicken broth. I don't even know what to call this, because I just call it in Spanish by the brand name that you usually buy this stuff as. So I don't know what their actual name is, but here it says it's chicken flavored bouillon. Bouillon. Bouillon, which I don't know what that is, or what that word means, but I know what this is. So we're just gonna add like a tablespoon or so of this, you know, just open it, and then you grab like a spoon, probably. I actually usually do this by hand, technically. And you're just gonna add like a little bit, like maybe like this enough. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, like just like a small amount. It doesn't need to be much. I'm just gonna add that, maybe a little bit more than that, actually. Okay, cool. So that's added. I probably should add more salt. Maybe not. The thing is already a bit salted. Broth, also known as bouillon, is a savory liquid made of water in which bones, meat, or vegetables have been simmered. Wait, hold on. I should read this in my fancy voice. Broth, also known as bouillon, is a savory liquid made of water in which bone, meat, or vegetables have been simmered. It can be eaten alone, but it is more commonly used to prepare other dishes, such as soups, gravies, and sauces. I think it's pronounced bouillon. I don't know. You think I know? Why would I know? I can barely speak. You guys have heard me. I can't speak. Why would I know how it's pronounced? So, yeah. But thanks, Root. That's cool to know. Appreciate it. Alright. On top of that, I forgot to get these things, but you're going to grab out of the magic fridge here. If I can stretch enough. Oh boy. Ah, hey, look at that. We already have half of an onion, so you're gonna grab this half an onion, and I think 2 cloves of garlic. So I guess I shall turn the camera more over here so we can see it a bit better. But yeah, so let me... Or is this good enough? Can you guys see there? I think you guys can see there, right? Yeah, alright. Let's move the blender back a bit. Okay, so as far as garlic, here's the thing. Garlic always has that peel covering to it. So, and normally peeling garlic is a real pain. It's really hard to do and it's kind of annoying. So a secret tip that I'm going to share with y'all. You grab a knife and you press the flat of the blade against it until it crushes it. So then you just kind of crush it a bit. If I got a more stable surface, it would be better. So I'm going to actually put this back over here again, because I'm smart like that. Please don't hurt yourself chopping on an uneven surface. Yeah, that's why I decided to move things, because I realized I was being dumb. Because I'm too lazy to move things. So I'm just not going to do that, because that would be dumb of me. And dumb is one thing that I very clearly am. So yeah. Alright, is that good enough? Yeah, you guys can see that, right? Guess I could move it closer a bit, maybe. Bonk, bonk, boink, bonk. That should be close enough. Alright. Cool. So, yeah. So you're gonna grab the flat of your blade, and you're just kinda gonna press the thing against it. Just... And then now once it's a bit squished, you can easily remove the peel from it. You see? All gone. Same with this one. This one should give you a bit more of a satisfying crunch, because it's a bit thicker and not as flat as the other one was. Yeah. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it made a very nice, satisfying, crunchy noise. So, then we're gonna just remove the peel, cut off the ends of it. Cool. Maybe cut that a bit more. Same there. And same there. Cool. And I'm gonna cut this onion up. It's already half of an onion, really. I said half of an onion. It's more like a quarter of an onion. I should probably get a new onion, actually. So I'm going to do that. Knife, please stay away from me. So scratch that. I don't have more onion. So we're just going to use that onion. That onion. The one that's hidden right there. Because I apparently don't have more onion. So, yeah. I actually just slapped the knife due to impatience. Not looking forward to the day I leave the knife sharp side up. Oh no. That ain't good. Alright. That better? Again? Yeah, that good. Okay, cool. So I am gonna just use this onion because apparently it's the only onion I have left. So we're just gonna like chop it up just a bit. Okay, cool. And now that that's all chopped up, we're going to grab all of these things, chuck them into the blender. Now we do fancy camera transition again. Woo! Wow, perfect. Cool. Nice. Epic. Nice. Cool. Epic. Nice. More crunch, plus. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have anything crunchy anymore. Yes, child. Sorry about that, but we're back. More onions, please. Yeah, for sure. I wish I had more onion. I sadly don't. Apparently I ran out of onion, which isn't ideal. But it should be fine, technically. Alright. So now that that's done, we're gonna grab the sour cream. So... Bing, bong, bong, bong. Alright, so sour cream. Hello there, fly. Please get out of my household. So we're gonna buy some sour cream, right? And we're just gonna pour a good amount of the sour cream down into this blender. And then you're gonna just blend it through. And then once it's blended, you just give it a try. See how it is as far as salt and all the other flavors. And the spiciness and all that good stuff. And then you move on. So, I'm just gonna open this up. It's a brand new thing of sour cream. Which actually, now that I think about it, I think I have an already opened thing of sour cream. So I should probably use that one first. Yeah, I have this one. So I'm gonna use this one first. Because this one's already a bit opened. Don't worry about this one. We use a lot of sour cream, so I was gonna probably open this soon anyway. But that's my bad. Max, may I request Boris Way for the next cooking stream? I mean, honestly, the playlist has already looped on over. So if you guys have another, like, good playlist of royalty-free music that I won't get deleted from because of, you guys can suggest it, and I'll try my best to play it, because this one's already starting to loop over. It loops after 38 minutes, and we're already an hour in, so, you know. Alright. But in the meantime, we're just going to grab our sour cream. Give it like a good stir with a spoon. Just stir it a bit. And then you're going to pour it on top of the blender. Yeah, about all of it, really. Which is like, what, half of a carton of sour cream? So, yeah. I'm gonna pour like quite a bit of it, really. Because it's what thickens up the salsa a lot more. Because it's this salsa doesn't need to be like a very liquidy kind of salsa. It just needs to be a bit more thick in order to be able to coat the enchiladas at the end of the day. So, now that that's done, we can throw this away, because I have more than enough of these containers. I'm just gonna like bonk, bonk. Cool. So now, after all that is said and done, we're going to blend it. Hopefully hip hop could work. Probably. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. I'm gonna wonk the camera a bit more. Sorry, fingies. So, we're gonna blend it now. And, yeah, I'm gonna mute the mic real quick so you guys don't have to suffer through blender noises. And we'll be right back. You're basically gonna... For now, Grumps Wave works perfectly. Yeah, pretty much. I agree with that. So, you're gonna start blending it, and you're gonna blend it until there's no chunkiness to it at all. And it's just kind of one solid, homogeneous, green... tinted salsa. And once that happens, you're done. So we're just gonna do that. Okay, so that should be about good. So now, once that's done, again, we're gonna grab a spoon and give it a try. Spoon. I really should have brought the spoons closer to me, but I didn't think about this fact. Oh, baby, that looks good. Oh, yeah, don't worry. We're not done yet. And we're not done yet. If you order now within the next 24 hours, you get an extra set of whatever product I'm selling. Wow. Look at it. If someone manages to edit something, I'll be really proud disappointed of you, depending on what that thing is. But yeah, so we're just gonna give it a try. I think that's pretty good. I think that might be just perfect. Maybe should I add just a bit more spiciness to it? Because you can't really tell it's the spiciness. I think I'm gonna add the other half of the pepper. Sorry. In, and we'll see how that goes. Sorry, the pepper was covered in something. Well, we don't talk about this. That splashed a lot more than I thought it would. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's not that much. Oh god damn it. Paper towel dispenser, why? Why would you fail me like this, paper towels? You see? Perfect. That looked bad. No, it wasn't. It's fine. It wasn't that much of a spill. It's all good. Alright. We're gonna blend it again for a little bit. So I shall mute the mic and put it over here again. My mic was not unmuted. I pressed the button, but the button did not press. I am a professional. I know what I'm doing. Thank you. Alright, so, as I was saying, I forgot. No, there's no salt here, apart from the salt that I ran out of. I'm out of salt. I need to buy more salt. But what I was saying is, I forgot to add the cilantro, because that's why it has such a light green color to it instead of being like a slightly darkerish color. Which, I mean, here's the thing: when you cook the salsa, it'll turn a bit of a darker color on its own anyway. But the cilantro also adds flavor to it and adds that bit of color. So we're gonna add this now, because it'll also add a bit of flavor to it. It's a very subtle flavor, but it adds flavor nonetheless. So you're going to grab your cilantro and pick out cilantro has this tendency to go bad kind of fairly quickly, especially because you know that funny thing supermarkets do where they have the, you know, that funny thing supermarkets do where they spray water over the vegetables to keep them fresh. Yeah, guess what? That actually ruins the vegetables and makes them go bad faster. And this is especially true of cilantro, because every time you buy cilantro, it's always very wet, and you have to let it dry because it's all wet. So then you put it in your refrigerator, and it just goes bad immediately because of the water. So cilantro again has this tendency of going bad kind of quickly. This right now is fine, but you're still gonna have some spots where they're a bit dark or brown, and you just kind of want to pick the leaves that are the brightest. So for example, you're gonna just grab like this one, and you're gonna basically just chop the leaf off. So you're just gonna kind of do that, grab a little bit of cilantro and chunk it, and you're just gonna kind of keep doing that, just grabbing little bits of cilantro and start chucking it into the blender. Just a little bit, not too much cilantro, not too little cilantro. And you're just kind of gonna keep doing that. Just kind of gonna keep adding some cilantro here and there. Bonk. Just a little bit more of cilantro. This one should be enough, I think. Bonk. Yeah, this should be enough cilantro. Cool. Whoop. Now you're gonna grab the leftover cilantro, put it in the bag, and put it back into the fridge. And so again, we blend. What's happening? Coriander is legit the best. Cilantro's a fun word. I just agree with everyone. Don't mind me. Is it called coriander? Here's the thing. I don't know if is it called coriander, because I remember I saw a Jacksepticeye video, and he was looking at like recipe. No, it wasn't like a recipe. It was like a subreddit. I think it was called like the Ireland subreddit, and the whole point of it was like, oh yeah, just Irish things. And one guy was like, I hate American recipes because they're just the worst. Like, and then one of the ingredients was cilantro, and it was like, what even is cilantro? And I'm like, isn't cilantro its own thing? Like, I don't think it has another name. I could be wrong, but like, I'm pretty sure cilantro is just cilantro. Coriander is okay, so coriander is cilantro then, but in English, you know, not American English. Ricky Roo on the case. Nice, Roo. All right, well, you do that. I'm gonna blend this one more time, and then we'll be done. Technically, not done, but done with blending things. While both come from the same plant, they have different uses and tastes. Cilantro is the leaves and the stem of the coriander plant. Interesting. So coriander is the actual plant itself, and cilantro are the like leaves and such. That's interesting to know, actually. I did not know that. That's kind of cool. All right. Well, one last blender session, and then we'll be done. Hopefully. Cool, now it's done. So now, we're going to move back to stove view. Transitioning. Bonk. Is that good? That's good. Yeah. Sick blender sesh. I know, right? Sick blender sesh. Blender zone. Blenderific. Alright. So, we're then gonna grab another pot. Well, saucepan, technically. So we're gonna grab this here saucepan, you guys can't see me right now, but believe me, I'm still here. There I am. Hello. I am here. Like All Might. I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. Bonk. Is that good? Yeah, that should be good. Okay. So, you're gonna grab this here saucepan, right? And you're gonna get the vegetable oil. Ah, there you go. I got it. My pantry. I smacked my cabinet doors, but it's fine. Okay, so then we're gonna finish off the salsa here. So you're gonna grab a little bit of vegetable oil, pour down like a good amount. It doesn't need to be too much of it, but a good amount. We're gonna keep the oil not here probably, but here, because we are gonna need more of it later on. Putting that away in the sink. Gonna get some oil. It's all good, and the bottom of it has a nice pool of oil now. And we're just gonna turn that on now and let it heat up for a quick moment. Do you have legs? I indeed do have legs. I am not the PewDie of pie. I have legs. But they are... I was trying to see where I would take the joke, but in my own original way, and I have nothing. I had nowhere to take that joke further, so I'm just... That's where it ends. I have legs. That's it. Alright, cool. So then we're gonna turn this up to, again, like a 6.5, I guess it's like a medium heat, I suppose. So then you're gonna turn it on, so it's like a medium-ish heat. My stove is a bit dumb, so it's like a 6.5 for me. But you're gonna just kind of turn it on, let the oil kind of warm up, and then you're gonna take the salsa out of your blender and pour it into the oil, and then stir it with, preferably, a wooden spoon. Because it adds flavor. I don't know if it does, but it makes me feel good, because I feel like it does. So I'm just going to assume that it does. He has legs. He's not literally every Twitch streamer who ever did walk this earth. Yes, that is correct. I am probably the worst Twitch streamer. Probably the worst one, actually. So, yeah. Just like... yeah. My camera is a bit tilted, so we're just gonna, like, fix that. Ironic to see... ah, God, that moved it too much. Ooh. Please don't. Fight me. No, Brew, I shall not fight you. You are too nice to fight. Square up, DJ. No, I will not. 1v1 me right now. Overwatch. I'm gonna, like, turn on... my computer's right there. Right now. 1v1. Overwatch. Square. What are you? Some kind of square? God, I love that JonTron quote. It's so dumb. Alright. Oil should be warm now. So, 15 minutes, I'll bash you right in it and... no, Jay. No. Alright. Giving this one last try. You guys can't see me, but I said I'm gonna give this one last try. Yes, very good. So, oh yeah, it has a nice kick to it now. Very nice. Yeah, it also has a nice kick to it now. Angie J. Yeah, Angie J. Very Angie. Alright, cool. So now that that's done. Sorry, I'm wiping my face hole. We're just gonna pour this in. So I'm gonna need both hands for this. So sorry, Mike. I'm gonna need to let you down for a second. You're just gonna kind of slowly pour this in. If you pour it in too fast, it will jump at you. So be very careful when you do this. I say that more to myself than to you guys, because you guys are all actual responsible adults. I'm not responsible at all. So... nice. And then I'm gonna grab a water bottle real quick. Is your stove purple? No. That's interesting. So it's actually glowing red hot, but the camera's picking it up as purple. That's wild. I did not know that. Anyhow, we're gonna. It looks so purple. I know. That's what I see it myself. So we're gonna grab some water. Just pour in a little bit into this blender. Give it a little bit of a swirl to pick up all of that salsa that you kind of have left, and you're just gonna pour it in. Cool. Now we're done with the blender. The blender is no more. No more donuts shall be made. And now you just kind of stir your salsa in. I wish you guys could see into this a bit better, but actually I can show you. So you're just kind of gonna mix this a little bit. Don't worry, I'm being careful. So you're just kind of gonna mix this. Make sure the oil and the salsa get really incorporated with each other. Just give it a quick of a mix. And you're just kind of gonna let it cook for a little bit more. Nice. Cool. Nice. So, now that you have your purple stove on, I actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Rue. I wish it looked like what it looks like to you. Because for me, it's just like this, well, like what you normally expect, you know, red to look like, what red metal looks like when it heats up. It just looks like that. But I wish it looked like that nice. It looks like a neon purple. It looks like neon purple glow. And I wish it did that. Then at least it would have some, this crabby, family friendly, this crabby stove would finally have a redeeming quality to it. But it doesn't. It only looks that way. And now I'm disappointed in my stove, even more than I already was. Because now it's like, so, you can look cool, but you're just gonna choose not to do so. Thank you, stove. Very nice. 80s oven. Yeah, I wish. Synthwave is my favorite thing, and the synthwave aesthetic is my favorite thing, which is all 80s retro based. So, yeah. Alright, so you don't have to watch over your salsa too much. You just gotta stir it in. Stir it occasionally. And you're just gonna let it cook and simmer there for a little bit. I'm just gonna say it matches your aesthetic. Absolutely it does. Yeah. That's why I wish it was like that. Because then it'd be dope. But it doesn't. So now I'm sad. Also, I know I'm just gonna point it out because I mentioned this last time. Well, I've mentioned it before when I stream. But I did have the, what is it? Pop filter? The pop filter, the sock that I put over my microphone to make it kind of pick up background audio on it, but then I took it off right as the stream started because I was like, this looks dumb, and I already feel like, I don't know, funnily enough, this worked out exactly like how I thought it would, which was that at the beginning of the stream I was really nervous and anxious about starting because I was like, I don't know how this will go, and I look dumb. But then once I actually started and got into it, I ended up being a lot more comfortable, and now I'm okay with this. Which also means that I might start using webcams more often. Because, I mean, why not, really, at this point? Anyhow, back to the salsa. Ooh, so, I mean, I'll show you guys in a little bit. But you're going to notice that the salsa has now, like, a slightly darker color. It's like a little bit of a darker green, and that's what you're looking for. It's a little bit, it's not quite there yet, but it has that little bit of a darker green. Whenever you move it, you can kind of see it a bit. And you start really smelling the salsa and all that good stuff. You look chill. Thanks. Also, I also purposefully tied my hair back this time because I was like, I'm cooking, I should do that. But I promise you, my hair does not look anywhere near this neatly at any time otherwise. Because I don't tend to like doing this for some reason. I mean, I like it sometimes, but just most of the time, I like to just have my hair do whatever it wants. So we're just gonna give this a little bit more time, like a couple minute or so more, and then we're just gonna move on to doing what is arguably the most tedious question mark part. Okay, so the entire next section of making enchiladas is fairly tedious because you have to fry the tortillas, which again, as I mentioned, it's very time consuming, especially for me, because for you guys, like let's say for example, like you're only making these enchiladas for yourself and maybe like one more person. If you eat like what I think is about an average amount, which is like 4 each, you only need to cook and fry 8 enchiladas. I, on the other hand, have a very large family, which means I end up frying about 32 of them. So because of that, it's gonna take a little bit, but I mean, it's fun. Dude, you've not seen messy hair until you've seen mine first thing in the morning. Ah, no, dude, trust me. My hair is also an absolute mess first thing in the morning. I purposefully combed it and tried everything except for today, but oh god. It's such a mess normally. Alright. There you go. So now it has that nice darker green color going for it. So now we can just kind of move this off of the stove for right now. But before I do that, actually, I'm going to get my other pan that I'm going to use. So I'm going to be right back. I go down. I am goblin. I go down into goblin mode. I am goblin. The vent goblin. I'm sorry. I watched too much Slimesicle. If any of you guys watch any Slimesicle, you'll immediately know what I'm talking about. If not, then vent goblin. That's all I have to say to explain this. Just vent goblin. DJ Robot 76. Gnome. Yoda, is that you? Oh man, I don't think my Yoda is any good actually. I don't think I can do a Yoda well. I mean, I could try. I was trying to do more like Slimesicle's Goblin Boys because it's hilarious sounding. Alright. So, we're gonna grab this spatula, move the stove off of there, and we're just kind of gonna do this funny little thing. Put the lid back onto this one. I'll just put it there to chill. And we're gonna get our tortilla. I picked it up by the bad point. Vents gang. Why are we playing? When are we playing Overwatch again? I'll be playing Overwatch probably like. Actually, I might be able to do so tomorrow because I'm not actually busy tomorrow. So I might actually live stream some Overwatch tomorrow. So yeah. We'll probably do that like tomorrow. I haven't been able to stream quite as often anymore because I'm been really busy recently, but I'm gonna try and like actually get back into streaming. So yeah, cool. So now we're gonna get this. We're gonna put the mic here first of all, and then we're gonna get this packet of tortillas that I had to buy recently. Yeah, me and Rayo are really waiting, bruh. Oh, I see. Okay. I understand. I mean, I got it on PC now, so... Oh, wait. You guys play on PlayStation. Alright, I mean, I don't know. Just hit me up someday. I'm really just... It's really just a case of, like, message me whenever you guys feel like it, and I'm down to play a bit. Anyhow. Let's keep going. I should really make things a lot more organized around here. Alright, so we got our tortillas, which I just bought, and you're gonna like basically onto your pan just pour some oil. You're probably gonna need to keep pouring some oil in because you're gonna run through it fairly quickly. I'm also going to get a plate to put this on. I should actually, before we do anything, what is it? I'm trying to lost my train of thought. Right. I'm gonna pick things up a bit, like just kind of clean up a bit just to make sure that we have a bit more space to work with because it's starting to get a bit crowded up in here. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna start frying up tortillas. That'd be super fun. Yeah, I mean, hey, Vru, Jay, if you guys are up to for, again, either tomorrow or like maybe later today, I guess, I'm down to join. Or really just, honestly, just kind of hit me up whenever you guys want to play. I'm really open almost all the time. So, yeah, just hit me up. Alright. So, we're gonna get started with this now. I'm gonna take a swig of water first, though. Alright. I'm going to play some tomorrow evening after I finish work. Cool. Alrighty then. So, yeah, just hit me up. I'm free all day tomorrow, so, yeah. Alright. This pan is hot now, so we're just gonna pour some oil in. Don't worry about it being too much oil, because you're gonna be using a lot. Well, I guess, okay. So technically, it all depends on how many of them you guys are making. So again, for me, I have to count a lot of them. So, yeah. So we're just gonna wait for this oil to heat up a bit, and then what you're going to do, pretty much, is... the best way I find for frying the tortillas is to grab 2 of them at the same time and put 2 of them in at the same time. So you're gonna put 2 tortillas in, let them fry for a little bit, which, by the way, they fry fairly fast. So you want to almost like put them in, leave them for like a hot second, and flip them over, leave them for like a hot second, and then take them out and slap them onto your plate. And the easiest way to do this is to slap 2 of them in, and then with the help of your nice healthy spatula and another set of 2 tortillas, you're gonna kind of pick it up and remove the excess oil. So it'll make a lot more sense when I do it, but for right now, I'm just trying to verbally explain it. I'm getting so hungry watching you cooking, and I've just had dinner too. Dude, I'm starving right now. I'm so excited to be done with this. So, yeah. Let's get started then. So, first 2. You're gonna just kind of put them in there. Again, you're gonna see that it bubbles a lot. And if that's bubbling, it's good. You're gonna bubble them, and you're just gonna kind of press them down, let them get covered in oil. And then just check on them every so often. Again, they fry, honestly, a lot faster than you think. I've never had a crunchy tortilla before. Are they crunchy or soft? So enchiladas are actually soft. You do fry the tortilla, but you don't fry it enough to where it gets crunchy. Especially because since you then smother them in salsa, it ends up being really, really soft. You'll see what I mean later. But yeah, you can technically make crunchy tacos this exact same way, but enchiladas specifically, and I want to clarify as well, these are what, at least from the way I know them, we call these, in my family, Swiss enchiladas, because instead of having the normal red salsa that a normal enchilada would have, these ones use that green salsa and have a lot more cheese to them. So then you're gonna grab your next ones, and you're just gonna keep doing this for a little bit. So we're just kind of gonna buy for a little bit while I do this. Because right now we only got 2. Well, 4 technically. These other 2 are done now. So, yeah, you just kind of keep doing this. Setting them aside. Putting the next 2 in. Just keep doing this. Just one thing, again, be very careful. The oil tends to jump around if you're not paying too much attention to it. So, just take it slow and be cautious. Which is why we're just kind of going to start vibing a bit. And don't worry about your tortillas inflating like this. Like, that's fine too. They just kind of fill up with air. Alright, we're going to flip it. Squeeze out the excess oil. And just let it slide back down. Bam, 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 bam. You're just kind of gonna vibe for a second. That's a clever technique. Thank you. It was actually my mother who came up and taught me this. My mom is the one who taught me a lot of these cooking things and a lot of what I cook. Apart from the things that I've cooked from my Overwatch cookbook, everything else has been so far a recipe my mom has taught me. So, if anything, I'll pass on the things to her, because she's the one who came up with these things. Who was, in all honesty, probably taught by her mother, to be fair with you. To be fair with you. Fair play to you. That sounded like a bit more like Lifeline from Apex Legends rather than Scottish, like how I usually do. That sounded a lot more like Lifeline from Apex Legends, just Mozambique. I love that game. Apex is such a good game. I've been really enjoying it. Ah, that's cool. Mama DJ, yes. She's currently at work, but I shall let her know that you guys said hello. Ba-bum. Bam. Ba-bum. How many of these have I done so far? I have no idea. I'm gonna check real quick. Yay. It honestly goes by a lot quicker when you're kind of doing what I'm doing right now and being distracted by something else a bit. But it is a very time-consuming process. Because again, you want to make sure that you're being careful with it so you don't get roasted in oil. I actually have quite a couple, actually a lot less than I would expect to have, honestly. But I have a couple scars from when I've burnt myself with oil. Not from this, actually. Funnily enough, the like main scar I have, which is on my right thumb, I actually got it because I was cooking, or trying to cook, chicken curry from the Overwatch cookbook. And I was making the curry, and then the curry jumped up and burnt me right here. It's a lot fainter now, but yikes. That was not a very fun experience. Ow, that's bad. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It happens, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we have 8 of them now done now, so we just gotta keep going for a bit. So we're at 8, which means this is 10. 10 of them. Enchiladas. We are making right now. Here. Bam. Bam. Doom. A lot of this stream is just gonna be summoned down as me dancing to Grump's Wave. Bam, doom. Bam, doom. We're just kind of schmoovin', you know? This is the like 3rd or 4th time we've heard this tennis song. But also, I actually really like this. It's just such a vibe. Yes, I am, actually. I think the current live stream that should be going up either tomorrow or today is Overwatch or... So I think today is going to be going up with Overwatch. And then tomorrow should be Clone Drone on YouTube. Right? And then after that we'll start catching up. And then after that I think it's like one more Overwatch, and then we have the Among Us stream, and then this one, and then we've caught up fully. So, yeah. tennis. The frying tortilla dance is very similar to the shredding chicken dance thinking emoji. They're all kind of the similar dance. It's just kind of this nice little shimmy we got going. I dance a lot more, but I'm also worried about burning my face off. Who would have thought that the motivator behind not doing dumb things is fear and pain? It's almost like it's basic human biology. Wow. That should be 11 and 12 if I'm correct. Actually, how many are in this stack? Because that's 11 and 12, this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, so I guess there's like 31 or 32 tortillas. Okay, so I'm just frying all of these then, is the thing. Okay, cool then. Alright, good to know that. That's fun. So that means I don't have to worry about counting. I'm just doing all of them. Great to hear. The less cognitive brain function I have to use, the better. Because I don't have a lot of RAM. I don't have a lot of random access memory right now. This sounds nostalgic, like what you hear from a PS Vita or a Switch. Yeah, well, again, a lot of... Well, this specifically isn't synthwave, I guess. It's called Grumps Wave, but I don't think it's specifically synthwave. But at least synthwave in particular tends to be a lot more of... It's all based on like a lot of iconic 80s things. And a lot of those like 80s like synths and sounds and bleeps and bloops from the beginning of computers, you know? And then you have, for example, another similar genre that gets really confused with synthwave, which is vaporwave. And the thing about vaporwave is that that one, if anything, appeals a lot more to the 90s aesthetic. And so, like, a lot of, like, uses a lot more samples from things from the 90s. And a lot more of those early computer graphics. Both for its aesthetic and for its actual, like, sound. To further add to that, funny thing about synthwave, about vaporwave, no one knows what it is. The people who make vaporwave songs can't tell if it's just a meme genre or if it's a genuine genre of music. It's caught at this weird crossroad where it's half of a meme, but also a genuinely good style of music. So, a bit of an odd one, but it's interesting. I personally really enjoy it. Prefer synthwave, but vaporwave has nice things to it too. Am I boring y'all with my talk about electronic music that no one really cares about? Probably, but what else are we supposed to do while it's tortilla frying hours? Oh no, it's nice. Ah, alrighty then. Cool. Ah, man. Here we are. Here, now. I don't know if I'm to the tune of this song, but here we are. I messed it up completely and utterly there at the end. I thought I had a nice rhythm going for it a bit, but not lost that real quick. Not at all. Alrighty then, glad to hear it. I had a really dumb idea, but then I was just gonna like be like, hey Rue, can I get a drawing of just me in a chef hat? That's it, just chef hat. That's all I ask, but then you're busy. I don't want to bother you. Oh well. Thank you, Dan Game Grumps. I appreciate it. How is Aaron Game Grumps doing? Rue, don't do it. Chef Hat DJ? I could whip up something quick. I mean, if it's not like an issue at all, like at all, I don't want to like bother you, cause yeah, you're a busy bean, and you're probably a tired busy bean. So, yeah, it's all up to you, buddy. I mean, it is tortilla frying hours. We've reached that time of night. It's actually like the middle of the afternoon for me, but we don't talk about that. Welcome to Radio DJ. What's your favorite 80s movie? I actually haven't seen a lot of 80s movie, but personally, and this also ties back to the fact that one of my, personal favorite, okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a tangent, but I wanna mention this because I find it interesting. But the main reason I got into the synthwave aesthetic and the music and all that was because of Tron, and more specifically Tron Legacy, which, if you ask most of anyone, like, they probably don't remember that movie, or if they do, they remember it because of the really bad CGI Jeff Bridges, But for me, I remember that movie vividly as a child, and I really liked it. And then watching the original Tron from the 80s further cemented that for me. I just really ended up loving this aesthetic and the soundtrack, because at the same time, say whatever you want about Tron Legacy as a movie, but you cannot deny that Daft Punk absolutely killed it with that score. Have you ever heard The Rest from the soundtrack? It's such a bop. It's so good. Such a good song. I'd play it for y'all right now if it wasn't for the fact that I'd get deleted the instant I did. The FBI would show up and burn my house down. But if it wasn't for that, I would show y'all that right now, because it's such a good song. Also, I would hey Jay, to be fair with you, no one's stopping you. If you want to try it, you can go for it too. I really wouldn't mind. At the same time, again, I want to clarify. If y'all don't want to, you don't have to. Like, it's all perfectly good. But honestly, I would love it if you did and could. Words language, English speaking, I can. Yes. Because honestly, I don't receive fan art like a lot because, obvious reasons. I'm not exactly the biggest channel. But all of the stuff I have gotten from all of the stuff you guys have made, I deeply appreciate and love all of it. Because it's cool, dude. Like, what else am I supposed to say? It's just dope. I love it. So, yeah. If you can and you want to, go for it. Honestly, I'd love to see it. And retweet it. And gush about it. And get blushy because of it. Oops. This tortilla is stuck to the paper. That's not good. Well, that's not exactly what you like to see. Ah well, little bit of bleached tree parts. It doesn't hurt anyone. It'll be fine. Probably. Alright. Oh man, we used the perfect amount of oil. There's no residue here. Like, this is it. Alright, I've caught a case of the art block, so that probably won't happen again. Ah, it's all good. I was fishing for that. No, Jay, you're not a knob who does nothing. You're great. That too. My brain did not think, but I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I figured you would know this. Because it's true. You really aren't. You're pretty great, mate. I enjoyed playing Minecraft with you a lot, and having you at the streams, and being such a great supportive friend. I always appreciate it. But, yeah. But no, I'll draw that thing you said. I'm sorry, Jay. That's my bad. You want a floppy chef hat or a tall one? How about a floppy, tall chef hat? It can be both. I'm just missing. Honestly, I trust your creative direction. Alright, but we're done here now. So I'm just gonna drag this like back skillet over here, back on top of this. Alright. So, Brian explodes. No, not your Brian. Ninja Brian? Ninja Brian? The Ninja Brian exploded? I can see that actually. I can see that happening. A hat so tall and floppy that it gets in the way of cooking. Yes. Then I'd have a reason to explain my sheer chaotic dumb self and the reason why nothing's going how it's supposed to be. Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because they're a bit oily. But I'll be right back on camera in like a quick second. Alrighty then. And yes, that is brilliant. Alrighty then. So, technically what we're supposed to do next is grab the tortillas and fold them into the actual enchilada shape. And then put them into the pan. Right? Pan. I meant like cooking. Like a casserole bowl almost. Hold on, I shall grab it. Hopefully without knocking all of these things down. Because I did not get this down first. Is it this one? I think this is one of them. Okay, so. And I think it's also this one, right? Because that one fits in the thing too. Hold on, I shall check. I don't remember where the other one is. It Mario. Humble genius. Yes, of course. I'm trying to figure out what to put it in because I can't remember which ones it is. I know it's this one, but I can't remember. Oh wait. Right. Oof. Alrighty then. So we're gonna get these ones, and we're just gonna put them in here. I think these should be enough. I'll keep that one just in case. And we're also gonna put up this oil because we don't need it anymore. I am getting tangled up in my cords, which is not good. Okay, cool. So, we could technically start folding the tortillas and making them actually into the enchiladas right now, but it's also a lot harder to do that when you do it right off the bat because they're a bit hot still, so it's a lot harder to like grab this and fold it. So we're gonna give it like a couple minutes to finish kind of, you know, cooling off, let it cool off a bit so that way we can then start and do the thing. So in the meantime, there's a lot of dishes I need to clean because of all the stuff we've used. So I'm just gonna quickly clean those dishes and then we're gonna keep on actually finishing things up while we let those tortillas cool down for a quick moment. This is normally the part of a stream you kind of edit out, but of course I can't edit out things because it's live. So we're just kind of gonna wash these dishes a little bit while we're here because I have to wait for the tortillas to cool down anyway. So might as well, right? Cool. In the meantime, I can still look at chat and talk to you guys. So just hit me up when with any questions or concerns. And yes, the most humble of geniuses, of course, genii. You think the word genie comes from the word genius? Questions that need answers. Like, think about it. Genie? Genius? Maybe they come from the same word. Who would know, really? You know? If you think about it, no one knows. I mean, people do know. You probably can look up at the... What is it? Is the word etymology? I don't think it is, right? Because etymology isn't, it's like... It's either the study of words or the study of insects. I can't remember which of them two it is. But it's one of them. Point is, you can probably look at where the word came from and figure it all out and all that good stuff. Do you have you got Game Pass? No, I do not, actually. Because I just don't really have a use for it. Actually, honestly, I could probably get it because of... What is it? It might be worth it because I do have a micro HP computer, right? Which means it uses Windows, so I can probably get Game Pass to get some free games. But I don't know if adding yet another subscription is a good idea. So I don't know. I might think about it. But for the current time, I do not have the Game Pass. And don't worry about me, I'm being very, very careful as I stick my hands into this blender. Trying to clean the blender. I know what I'm doing, I've done this before. You guys worry too much. I appreciate it, but come on now, live a little. I'm just joking. I appreciate you guys keeping me in check. Especially you, Rue, because... Man, yeah. Rue hasn't said anything since that brain explosion. I'm scared. That's a fair point. Rue, buddy, you good, bud? Friend, pal, mi amigo. I don't know why I said it in Spanish. That was funny, but you know what I mean. Oh no, Ruse, you okay? Oh no, Ruse. You good, lad? Oh no. Man, can we get some F's in the chat? I'm sorry. Just becomes full Twitch streamer. Just like, bro, he's coming. Damn. Can we get some F's in chat? Can we get some ripperonis in chat? Never mind, everything's fine. Yeah. It's all good. Can we get some Twitch primes? Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh man. Okay, so funny thing as well, I never mentioned Twitch Prime actual apart from the 2 times I have so far on the stream, right? But for the most part, I never actually mentioned Twitch Prime anywhere other than in real life, because for some reason I find it hilarious to, in real life, to my real friends, like IRL friends specifically, not like trying to say that you guys aren't my real friends, but like specifically to like my in real life friends, I just tend to go up to them and just be like, hey, you got Twitch Prime? You got some bits? Do you wanna give me a super chat on Twitch? Bro, can we get some F's in the... Can we get some pog chat? And I'm sure I annoy my friends completely and utterly. But it's so funny to just actually just be like, hey bro, you got some Twitch Primes in real life? Oh, it's so good. That's pog, dude. I know, dude, right? It's gamer. Gamer time. Gamer gang. Can we get hashtag gamer gang trending on Twitter? DJ's gamer gang. Man, I can't wait to be able to wield the power to one day actually just say something dumb and be like, bro, can we get this trending on Twitter? And then actually get it trending on Twitter for no reason. Like Mark Rober. And how Carson had Mark Rober trending for no reason. It literally didn't even have any involvement with Mark Rober. But it was just Mark Rover trending on Twitter due to Call Me Carson. All about that Pog damp. Yes, of course, dude. Alrighty then. This board is still really soapy. There you go. Much better. Where do I put this now? Over here. That's all good. There is not a lot of space here. I'm gonna say, man, watching the stream has really made me want to be doing a stream myself. I'm totally doing a drum stream at some point. Dude, that would be absolutely dope. I would so be down for that. If you ever do, please let me know. Because I want to be there for that. 100%. Norin Soronto. Kia Norin. What is it? I can't even remember. Hell yeah, do it. Yeah, exactly. Go for it. Like, do it, my guy. Alrighty then. We are almost done with these dishes. We're almost done with these dishes, bitches. I'm sorry. That was a dumb joke. But I had to do it, guys. I'm sorry. If there's this much support, I mean, yeah, go for it, dude. Like, absolutely go for it. It would be dope. Alright, almost done. Just one last pan. Sauce pot. Cooker thing. I don't know the difference between, I'm gonna be honest with you, I cook a lot. But I literally don't know the difference between a lot of these. Like, I know this is a saucepan, right? Like the one here to my right, over here. That's a saucepan. I know over there is a frying pan or a skillet. But I don't know what, like, further apart from that, it's like, what is things? I don't know. Dishes, exactly. Step 1, buy several £100 worth of microphones to record it properly. Yeah, that is the thing though, is to record proper, like, the proper sound of like a drum and instrument, it just requires a lot. I was actually surprised as to how this stream would go, because again, I don't have a proper microphone for this, so I don't have a lav mic like how most people would normally do this, right? Where it's like the small like clip-on microphones that you kind of clip to your shirt and then it's just kind of with you. So for me, that's why I was like, oh, how is this gonna go? Because I'm gonna have to just drag my Siren X everywhere. And it's like, that's probably not that good of an idea. Alright. Just shake it. I should probably not be as active with the water here in order to not break my microphone. But we're close. Almost done. Anturan of the UK! DJ! Oh my god, I forgot this was today. Don't worry about it, Anturan. You arrived at just the best part. We're actually gonna, once I'm done cleaning these dishes, start making the enchiladas. But hey, welcome to the stream. How you doing, my guy? How's it going? Streams are hard to record, man. Yeah, for sure. Hi. Anturan! Hey! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? My guy? I mean, it makes sense too. Like, it's all good, man. I don't blame you for it. It's all good. Awesome. Doing great. Glad to hear it, dude. Alrighty then. So, with that, that's the lid of those dishes done. So now, I'm gonna dry up my hands. And we can start actually assembling these enchiladas. Which means... Oh man, the chat still looks a bit off at times, doesn't it? I mean, at least it's legible, I suppose. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just shrink this down. I'm gonna... but then that's too small, isn't it? Yeah. Oh well, I mean, is this better, or would you guys prefer it cuts out some of the text, but is technically a lot more readable? Bonk. It's alright. Had some issues with the mod and some fries, plus Rainbow Shed is capped, so it took some configuration. Yeah, I gotcha, I gotcha. Oh, how's the new Left 4 Dead update? Ah, I see, I see. Alrighty then. Cool. I guess I'll leave chat like that. Hopefully it's a bit better. But yeah, we're gonna start doing the thing now. So, camera transition. Go! Fancy camera time. Brrr, sprr, sprr, bah. Okay, cool. I did it. Fancy camera transitions. Let's go. I don't know how everyone is watching. If everyone's on PC, then it's easier to see. Mobile, less so. Yeah, that's a fair point. Did you approve of the t-shirt? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have way too many Overwatch t-shirts. If anything, I might get my Reaper jacket. Because now that we're not cooking anything, it's not as hot anymore. Except it still is, but... Damn it, do I want to look cool. That's like, I would love to just wear my jackets all the time, but I can't because of the summer heats. Whoop, trying to get the best angle for this. It's kind of hard. I'm literally wearing a Diva shirt right now. Nice. Yeah, so for me, I have this shirt, then I have two cosplay tees, which are the ones that like are meant to look like the characters. So I have my Soldier and Reaper ones, but then I also have a lot more. I have my jackets as well, so I have the like Reaper leather flake like pleather jacket. It's like a feather, faux feather. Yes, I can speak. It's a fake leather jacket that has the Reaper logo on the back, and then the hoodie is really big, so it's meant to look like the cloak. And then I have a light thin jacket that's meant to be a replica of like the 76 jacket. Very nice. I'm happy with both of those. I like them. I'm just. Can you guys tell I like Overwatch? It's like I don't know, man. It's like it's a fun game. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. Just it's fun. I like it. I play it every so often. Not too often, but like I play it a bit. I like it a bit. You can tell, right? Yeah, of course. Just a bit. That reminded me of this. So, when I bought the Nerf Reaper shotguns, the guy at the store, when I went to go pick them up, it's like he brought it out and he was like, "Man, you must be a big Overwatch fan. You must like Overwatch." And I'm just sitting there in my Reaper jacket, wearing my Reaper shirt, purchasing Reaper Nerf guns, and I'm just like, I mean, it's a game. I like it. It's kind of fun, Just a bit. Because I'm just like, yeah, nah, it's, a fun game. Well, it's okay. It's so dumb. It's probably like the dumbest interaction I've had at like any store. It's alright. Mediocre at best. Please ignore my hundreds of pounds worth of merch I have. Exactly. Nah. Kind of a dead game, balancing could use some work. Alright. So now. Cool. Here comes the part that's a bit... I mean, it should be fine now. But we're actually gonna make it, finally. So, you're gonna grab your tortillas, your chicken, which we've already shredded, of course, and then a little casserole bowl to put it in, right? So, I'm gonna open this chicken. I'm putting the mic down here. Is that good? Yeah, it should be fine. So we're gonna get the chicken. Okay, cool, perfect. There. Now it's good. I pray to Jeff Kaplan every night, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan of the game. Yeah, it's just like, like, okay game. Like, I wish they could balance it more, I just, like, really wish that, like, Sigma wouldn't be as broken of a game. No, I'm just joking. I actually really like Sigma. I wish they made him stronger, if anything. But, yeah. Let's, keep going with this. So, I mean, yeah, it's not as dead as TF2. Didn't it go 10 years without an update, and then the next update they did was they added hats for you to buy and waste more money. I'm going out all. Aw, Rue. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You don't have to at all, but thank you so much, dude. We're just gonna buy. So you're gonna grab chicken, put it on a tortilla, and then you're gonna grab the tortilla and kind of fold it in. And then you're gonna grab it, pick it up, and lay it inside your casserole bowl here, which I'm actually gonna put over here so you guys can see it a bit better. And I'm actually gonna turn this around so that it's even easier to see that you're just kind of putting it in there. And again, just gonna grab some chicken, put it on the tortilla, and then pick it up, just fold it in. And you just keep doing this with all of them until you're done with all of your tortillas, and or the chicken runs out, whichever comes first, because one of them is bound to run out first. Which one will it be? Who knows? But one of them. Too late, you sent me on a mission. Oh no. I mean, I can't stop you. Once you say your mind to something, that's it. It's happening. I haven't played TN2 since just after the Man vs. Machine launched. I have not played TF2 at all in my entire life. I've kind of been meaning to do so, but just haven't played it. I could play it now since I have a computer that's capable of playing it. Also, I technically owned Team Fortress 2 a while back, because from I guess 2 years ago now, I bought the orange box for the PlayStation 3 because I really wanted to play Portal 1. And I found that the only way to play Portal 1 was to buy a copy of the orange box, which had Half-Life 2 Chapter 2, Half-Life 2 Chapter 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal 1. And I never played any of the other 2 games. I only played Portal, interestingly enough. But I still have it. And then after that, I haven't actually... I never bothered to play him again. But even though I probably should. So, yeah. I also... It's the same time I bought Portal 2 for PlayStation 3 as well. Which is actually the where I first played it. Was on PlayStation 3. And then used my free... Because funny thing is, it came with a free code for Portal 2 for Steam. So if you bought it on PlayStation, you immediately got a free code to use it on Steam. And funnily enough, I bought it pre-owned, but the code still worked, which was the biggest mind blow out of all of that, was that the code was still functional, even though it, even though it was a pre-owned game. Alright. Either way, you'll have leftovers of something and you can snack on that after the main course. Absolutely, yeah. Shredded chicken can be used on many different things, so I'm not complaining. The tortillas, it's I can make a couple cheese enchiladas, so if you don't want to use chicken as well, by the way, which I guess I should mention this, if you don't want to put chicken on them, another thing you can do is just fill them with cheese. It has almost the exact same texture and flavor. Really? Because a lot of that flavor, again, mostly comes from the actual salsa itself and the cheese. So if you want to, you can just fill them up with cheese instead of chicken and have a nice alternative to it. I don't know if that would be a... What's the difference between vegan and vegetarian? Because I know there's a difference, but I don't know which one it is. I think one of them's you can't eat any animal products, but the other one is you can't eat meat, like animal meat, but you can eat... animal byproducts, technically, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyhow, it's an alternative for one of those options. I don't know which one of the two, but one of them. Alright, so we filled up this first casserole of them now, so we can just move this one off over to over here, and then we'll grab onto this one. And we'll just keep filling up tortillas. Vegan is no animal products. Veggie is no meat, pretty much. Okay, I see. Alrighty then. Vegan is no animal products, milk, okay, I see. Okay, cool then. Half-Life 3 is confirmed. I mean, we have Half-Life Alyx, and that was very successful, so maybe they'll make Half-Life 3. They're not, but one can hope. Hopefully. But I mean, I don't know. I think this is, in all honesty, I think this is interesting because them making Half-Life Alyx and then updating Left 4 Dead kind of shows that people are still interested in Valve's properties and in their games. Which, if they go well and people actually like it, it might mean that they'll start making more of them. Which is really all one can ask for and be hopeful about. At least it's not like, at least it gives you hope that it's not like, Silent Hill or, Metal Gear or like the Splinter Cell series, where those game series are just kind of dead in the water now. Like, there's no way that they'll get a sequel or any new games or remakes or anything because the companies just aren't interested in it at all. But at least Valve showing some interest in their game properties shows that, hey, maybe they'll make something. Honestly, I would be vegan if cheese and eggs weren't so great. I know, right? Man, I kind of feel that, to be honest with you. But to be fair, like, cheese and eggs, they're great, dude. Can't argue with good old cheese and eggs. You ever just have an omelet? You can't argue with an omelet. It's an omelet. Omelets. Now I kind of want an omelet. God dang it. Thank you, guys. We've reached the point of the stream where after you're finished cooking, you no longer want the thing you're making, but something else. Ow. That was hot. So, funny thing about this, it's not hot enough that you can actually hurt yourself with these tortillas, but it's just hot enough that your body's just like, stop, don't. And it's like, why? This takes forever to do, because you just want to stop all the time. Tennis. Alrighty then. It's always the tennis one. The tennis one is when I start just vibing, isn't it? Oh my god, omelets are the best. They really are, though. I haven't had a good omelet in a while. I should fix that. Tennis? 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 I can eat most foods, but there's a few things I despise as much as I despise omelet. Sorry, not sorry. Understandable. I mean, again, to each their own. Everything's subjective as far as food is. So, for example, I know there's probably people who really like, for example, mushrooms. But for me, almost anything that has mushroom is a big no for me. I just don't like shrooms, yo. Hold on, I'll read that in a second on Turan, because I have to move on closer. Give me a quick second. I'll just, like, do this, wash my hands, and get a bit closer to read that, because I think chat's kind of hard for me to read, which is why I keep leaning away. But I know that also causes the microphone to not pick up anything, so hold on. Alright. Half-Life being a single narrative game with no multiplayer is a nail in the coffin. Financially, an online game with microtransactions in a market would bring in more revenue. Half-Life games, it's a one-time purchase and that's it. But with the powerhouse of the Steam platform, you think they'd be able to finance single-player games more frequently. Alyx was a big step forward in that regard, even if it was just a showcase for the VR tech. Well, that's the thing. It's like, here's the thing. Like, Valve has enough money where they can make a single player campaign game, and even if it flops horribly, still be fine financially because of the sheer amount of bank they're making off of Steam. which is why they haven't made any games actually, because Steam, they make so much money from Steam that like why would they even bother, right? But at the same time, it's kind of because of that reason that like I feel like they should, right? Because it'd be like we have a chance of making people interested in our products again, and do something that they'll enjoy and appreciate and will bring us a little bit extra. And if it doesn't work out, it's like cool, whatever, I guess. How dare you speak of ill of omelets? Can I eat tennis balls? No. I was gonna try and like think of some dumb way of like, well, technically tennis balls are actually made out of this thing, which means that technically speaking you could eat it, but then it would be actually really bad for you. But like it's technically edible. But now tennis balls are just pure rubber covered in fussy rubber with more rubber on it. So no, I don't like mushrooms either. Thank you, I appreciate it. I can agree with mushrooms being gross. Omelette, mushrooms, and tomatoes are in the top 3 dangerous one for me. Ah, I see. So you're like Michael Reeves, and you just despise tomatoes. Man, have you guys seen that Michael Reeves video? I wonder if anyone actually watches Michael Reeves here. But if you've seen that Michael Reeves video where he used a 3D printer to make a machine to spear tomatoes out of his salad. And he just went on a whole like 10-minute rant as he was building it on why tomatoes are the worst and you should hate them, and it was hilarious. I don't understand how anyone can dislike tomatoes, and I don't understand why I don't care for them. Everything is edible, but most things are only edible once. I would like that machine. I mean, that is true. It's also funny because there's 2 different things. I think there's edible and then eatable are 2 different words, and I mean different things. So something that's edible doesn't mean it's eatable, and something that's eatable doesn't mean it's edible. But for the most part, things that are edible are eatable. I wonder if anyone... It's like, that sentence makes no sense, except it does. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to this thing for right now. I just decided to take a quick break, because it's a bit boring. Figured I'd check up on you guys. Hey, how you doing? Ah, the English language. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm gonna probably sound like I'm trying to explain everything now, but I just like explaining things. I find it fun. But edible is that you can eat it without any issue, so it won't kill you if you try and eat it. Edible means that if you eat it, you'll actually enjoy eating it. So if it'll actually taste good, right? So you can have things that are edible, which means you can eat it, but aren't edible, which means you wouldn't want to eat it. Which is, it's interesting how that works. You know how you notice that Phil Spencer is becoming like Gavin God figure? No, I have not. I don't even understand what half of that meant, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, man. I'm very out of touch with a lot of things, dude. Alrighty then. Let's just finish this here up real quick. I just decided to, on top of taking a little bit of a break, like, just give it just a quick second to cool down a bit more, because it was still a bit hot. But it's fine. We're here now. We're living. We're vibing. We're dancing. We can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Dun, dun, dun. I can't even remember. Oh, why did I forget the tune of that song? You can leave your friends behind. We can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends. I'm sorry. Now it's stuck in my head. I'm sorry. Alrighty then. Struggles in the chat. What? Like food safe glitter looks great, but it's literal plastic. Yeah, pretty much. Or like you know those like edible like gold foils that you can put on food as well? Like that too. Like it's edible, but it's not really eatable. Like you can't just grab one of those edible gold foil things and just snack on them, right? Because it just doesn't taste good enough to do so. If you put it on something else, it's fine, whatever, because you don't notice that it's there. But on its own, it's just like, why? Can you not? Alrighty then. I did a very big shuffle of things there for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay. We're on our way now. We're kind of close. Friends don't dance, and if they don't want to dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I mean, I'm just saying that we can dance if you want to. And we can leave your friends behind. Just saying. Oh, man. Wait, did that say wiggles in the chat? I read it as struggles in the chat. I don't know why. I'm dancing. Sam with pasta. Bit crunchy. Yeah. Gold leaf is like the biggest scam in expensive restaurants. It's comparably so cheap. Oh, absolutely. It looks expensive and you think it's expensive. It's actually really, really cheap. And the main reason for that is because it's actually made up of like nothing. It's actually just nothing, which is why it doesn't taste like anything and it's bad. So it lives up to being gold, because gold is such a trash, useless metal and I hate it. It's such a worthless... I hate it. I hate gold. It's so dumb. It's pointless and it's dumb and I hate it. Like diamonds too. You know the diamond market is super expensive because jewelry stores want you to think it's expensive, when in actuality diamonds are not that expensive, actually. You can find diamonds for really cheap if you were to just be able to just directly buy them. But then they're like, oh, but then our wedding rings and such won't sell as well. So we gotta make sure that they're limited. That way people buy diamonds. And it's like, but why? It's not worth it. Same with gold. Gold is such a bad metal. It's so malleable. And it's like, its only good property is that it's shiny. But it's soft. It doesn't retain its shape. I think the only other good thing is it's a good conductor. So, like, if you were to spam it into some electronics, it would work really well for that. But then that's it. It just, that's where that ends. Just can't use it for anything else. And even then, I think we have cheaper, better products that are more useful as far as conductors, if I recall. Welcome to DJ Rants About Gold for like who knows how long. Cooking edition. Okay, so we ran out of chicken a bit, but that's fine. We can make again the cheesy ones, which should be just as fine, technically. Thank you, Game Grumps. Very Game Grumps. I've been enjoying the stream so far. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this, because for me it's been an absolute blast. Yeah, we have 2 left. We can make 2 cheese ones instead of having just chicken ones, and it'll be fine. Hold on, wait. Let me wash my hands. I'll check chat real quick, because apparently Jay is leaving. Hold on. Okay. I better be off. It's getting a bit late. I'm seriously had a ton of fun watching you struggle, though. Thank you so much, Jay, for stopping on by. And yeah, it's all good, dude. You enjoy your evening and have a nice day. So yeah, see you, Jay. Bye-bye. And thank you so much for stopping on by. Really appreciate it. Sorry if I'm a bit late, but, you know. Oh, it's been so chill. I really hope so. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this. I've been having a blast as well. Because, I don't know. Normally when I cook, I'm just sitting here listening to music and just kind of moving on my own. But, you know, with chat, it's so much more fun. I know, Jay, I didn't see. Take care. It's all good, Rue. I'm sure Jay knows to take the cares. But yeah, Jay, see ya. And yeah, like Rue said, take care. Hope you're all good. And enjoy your evening, nighttime thing. Words. English. Language. Words. I can speak. Yeah. I have to find the cheese, which I don't know where it is. We're back in gremlin mode, except it's gremlin off-camera mode. Ah, here's the cheese. I have found the cheese. I am the cheese goblin. Whoa. Goblin. Alright, we're back. So, I have some just cheese. This one specifically, because I didn't have any other cheese, so we had to buy this. It's just like quesadilla cheese. So it's really nice and melty, has a nice flavor to it. So it'll work great. But again, you can use almost any cheese. I've even done this before where I buy like literal slices of Munster cheese, for example. I meant to mention this in the recipe, but in the ingredients list, but I didn't want to drag out the tweet too long. But like I've literally done it before where you just buy like Munster cheese and just get the sliced one and just layer it on top, and that works just as well. So really, any cheese works, apart from I believe cheddar, because cheddar just the flavor of cheddar just doesn't work with this, but almost any other cheese just works fine, and it can give it some nice difference depending on what you're looking for and craving, you know. I tied both of these bags, and I'm really sad I did, because it's such a dang tight knot, and I don't appreciate it. There it is. Okay. Okay, cool. So, last two enchiladas are going to be made of cheese, but that's fine because cheese is good, and it's very, very tasty. You see? Looks almost just the same. And it'll taste almost just the same. Alright. And done. Last one is done so. Okay. Where can I spam this one in? That's fine there. It's all good. Drawing is finished. Shall I post it on Twitter? Sure. I shall check it out. I shall just wash my grimy, oily hands first. Alrighty then. So, now, after all of this is done and you have all of your enchiladas ready and set to go, which we can turn this back a bit more, this way now, point it up maybe so that my face is kind of lined up. Bonk. Well, I'll lower it down a bit too, but I just want to talk with you guys for a quick second. So, how y'all doing? I'm just joking. No, I mean, I hope you're doing good is what I mean, but that's not the conversation we're having right now. Anyhow, point is, so now that you have all your enchiladas done, and they're all kind of ready, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your salsa that you cooked previously, and that you made and all that good stuff, and you're just going to pour it over all of the enchiladas. So normally if you're just doing like one casserole dish of them, you can just use like all of your salsa for it and just pour like all of it. But for me, I have to make sure that I'm giving all of them an equal amount, but you just kind of want to let them just be coated completely in salsa. If anything, technically, I made a mistake here because I forgot to do this, but something that really helps as well is to kind of make a light layer of salsa at the bottom of your little casserole dish first, and then put the enchiladas on top. So that was my bad. I forgot to do that, but if you forget to do so, it's not that big of a deal because they're still going to be smothered in salsa. Just the bottom of it might not have as much as you normally would. But yeah, so I'm going to put this here for right now. Lower this down a bit. Let's get the salsa in. So we'll start with moving this dish over to the sink, and then I'm going to get these here. I'm gonna put that there, maybe? Yeah, okay. Cool. So, I got the wooden spatula again, which, thinking about it, I might just get the other kind of deeper plastic one. If I can find it. Never mind, I cannot find it, so this wooden one will do fine. Because you're mostly using the, like, pan anyway. Okay. Posted! Ah, nice, hold on, let me check. Let me check that out real quick. My phone is wet because my pockets are wet somehow, and I don't know how or why. Just this. Must have been from the water splash, but oh well. Outlaws gang. It's upside down. Yeah. Outlaws. It's still upside down. That's now further upside down. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my god, dude, this is beautiful. That's so good. Oh my god, Rude, thank you so much. Dude, I love it. Oh my god, Rude, you're the best. Oh man. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's so good. It's beautiful. I love it. Oh my god, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate it. uh, I'm incapable of consistent. What the word? What is the word anymore? I'm incapable of thoughts right now. I head empty, no thoughts. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Oh man, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. All I can do is drink water. I have no other words. uh, Where's the lid for this? I don't know. Oh well. Oh yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, well, with that, let's finish, shall we? Alright, so, again, you're gonna grab your salsa, which we previously cooked, which, I don't know if it'll show up on camera because it tends to lighten out the colors, but you'll see now that it is definitely a lot of a darker green than it used to be before. At least IRL, it should be. So then you're just gonna kind of scoop some, just kind of gonna scoop it in. Lather it on top of your enchiladas. Just right on top. I'm not gonna go too crazy yet, just because I want to make sure that I have enough for all 3 casseroles here. But yeah, just gonna kind of smother some of it on. Make sure all of them are nice and coated in salsa. You know. There you go. So those ones look good now. Just gotta finish these off. We're just gonna do this for all of them. Alrighty then. Nice. So we're just gonna keep on moving, biving here. And we're just gonna like finish these off. Alrighty then. Alright. Ah. Okay. Last one. We're just gonna finish out this last one and then we'll kind of redistribute the remaining salsa to make sure that all of them have a nice good amount, you know? But again, first I just wanted to make sure that it lasted for all of them. So we're just gonna like finish these off. Alrighty then. Just a little bit more salsa. Whoop. Ah, man. Okay. I'm sorry I don't have any further communication. I've reached that point where I kind of ran out of things to talk about. But it's all good. We shall just keep on moving to finish off here. Cool. I'll add some more to this one, because this one's have just a little bit less, along with these two. Cool. And then now, to finish off, just a light, just run through with this one. Maybe a bit more for this one over here. Nice. And now that you've used up all your salsa and all your enchiladas are covered in salsa, you're just gonna grab a bit of cheese and you're just gonna leave it on top. Just kind of nice and just cheesy. Again, if you are a bit low on supplies, you know, if you're a little bit low on cheese, like how I am right now, just make sure to have enough for all of it, but usually you can go about as cheesy as you'd like. Personally, I like mine really, really cheesy, because it's cheese. Duh. You're telling me you're not gonna just cheese? I can hear the delay notifications from when I send them. Yeah. You can just hear the aperture bell playing in the background every so often. Alrighty then. Okay, cool. I'm sorry I'm shaking the bag so close to the mic. I'm just trying to make sure, you know, I'm actually grabbing all the cheese and making sure I have enough. I'm just straight up vibing watching DJ cook. I'm glad to hear it, real. That's at the end of the day what I wanted. I wanted it to be like more of like a chill, just kind of vibing stream. Which might also mean I might start doing more streams just talking with y'all. Because I really do enjoy it. I think it's one of my favorite parts from streams as well sometimes. It's just talking with y'all. Because it's just fun, you know? It's just fun. That's it. That's all I can say. It's just fun. What's the weirdest ingredient substitute you've ever used? I once knew someone who used orange juice instead of oil in a cake, and it worked. So, I don't know. I've never done much substituting in recipes. I can tell you I've made some recipes that call for some interesting ingredients as well. Because, like, for example, there's this recipe my mom has where she makes these, like, it's like little bits of steak, right? Like not really cubes, but little like strips of steak almost that are very thin. And what you do, it's like it starts off like you're just cooking them normally, but then towards the end, you actually have it simmer in soda, like normal like soda, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever. I have no brand affiliation or loyalty here. Just your normal standard cola, and then you let it simmer for a while. Which at first sounds like that's really weird. Why would you ever do that? But it ends up being so good, dude. And I don't even know like how or why or how to even describe it, but it's just really, really good. And that's like the only thing I can think of that's close to this. But yeah. I've never really done substituting because usually I make sure I have pretty much as close to all the ingredients as I can. But yeah. It's honestly been such a nice stream. It just feels like a group of friends hanging out in the kitchen when DJ, being the host, is cooking dinner for us. We straight up vibing with Game Grumps Wave, talking about video games, food, Overwatch, random stuff. I love it. I know the stream's not over yet, but thanks, DJ. No problem, bro. And thank you all so much for stopping on by, because this stream would absolutely not be anywhere near as fun or entertaining if it wasn't for you all. So thank you all so much for stopping on by and talking with me, putting up with me being dumb, looking out for me from stopping me from doing dumb things. I really appreciate it, so thank y'all. And, just thank y'all for everything, really. This is, at the end of the day, if you really think about it, this is kind of like another celebration of the community and the channel. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but a long time ago, back when the first anniversary happened, I said I would do a cooking video if we reached affiliate. We reached affiliate that year. We've been affiliated for probably like a year now. This is probably like a year anniversary of us being an affiliated channel and having the Twitch emotes and, all these cool things. And these are all things that I could not simply have done if it wasn't for you all. So in a way, this is kind of to celebrate that. Just kind of be like, hey, thank you all so much for everything. Here's a recipe that you guys can follow along with if you ever feel like. So just again, thank you all so much for everything. Thank you for stopping on by and for joining me and for being here with me. Because not just through this stream, but throughout the entirety history of this channel so far as well. Like again, we just celebrated 2 years of it a little bit ago, and as much of like a cliche thing as it is to say at times, with the whole like, oh, when I first started YouTube or Twitch or whatever, I didn't expect anyone to stop on by, you know? Like I felt like maybe I would get like a one or two viewers, you know, and but it's true. It's how I genuinely felt. Like I remember that first stream I did. I remember constantly like, and I bet you Clara can attest to this too. She can tell y'all that I spent that entire day and those coming up weeks just kind of messaging her constantly like, hey yo, I'm gonna be live streaming this Saturday. If you can stop on by, that would be great. Like hey yo, I'm live streaming. Like hey, you know, and then like being like, hey yo, I'm live. You know, because I was so worried about that no one would be there and that no one would show up. And thankfully, Clara did show up, and we had a good time that first stream, and all the other streams that she's been here. And I had a lot of other people show up too. And I never really expected that. I never expected to have again more than like one person watching at all, like or even at all. Honestly, I didn't even expect to have one person watching other than that first stream. So to have all of y'all stop on by, even if it's just for a second or for like a couple of minutes, or even if it's just like you turn on the stream and have it play in the background like how we have Grumps Wave playing right now, and you go do something else, that means quite literally the world to me. Because it just, like, you don't have to. You very much don't. In all honesty, all of you guys could have very well just like been like, yeah, I'll be there for the stream, and then like not showed up and been like, oh yeah, sorry, I got busy with laundry. Right. Laundry. But no, you guys actually took the time to stop on by and been here for what is about to be 3 hours now of stream of me, of some random dumb idiot in a kitchen cooking enchiladas, you know? And that truly means the world to me, and I will just appreciate it forever. All the like again, all the fan art that you guys have made, you, Ryu, Jay, all of that stuff, I deeply love it. All of you guys who just stop on by the channel and, you know, just stopping on by to watch. Like even if you can't chat, you can't donate, you can't bits, none of that. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're still just here spending the time with me, it means a lot to me. So thank you again for everything. I really, really appreciate it. Ah, man, why does it always devolves to this, man? To me being a sappy little man. But again, truly, thank you all for everything. I definitely would not be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you so much. Aggressive love. Yes! Aggressive love. Thank you, Rue. I wouldn't forget myself for missing another stream. You're such a whole beacon of joy. This type of stream is delightful, breath of fresh air. Hey, it's all good, dude. And Turon, here's the thing. Life's busy. You know, like, I don't blame you at all. If you guys can't make it to a stream, that's perfectly fine. Because, again, to be completely honest with you, I understand. Life, you know, you're busy. Sometimes things happen unexpectedly. The world and life is like a giant cosmic game of billiards, and you know, you kind of have a little bit of control of that first shot, but then you never really have any control of where things go and what happens. So like I completely understand, because things happen. So if you can't stop on by a stream, that's all fine. You don't even have to message me like, hey, sorry, I wasn't at the stream, this thing happened. Like, it's fine. I completely understand. Again, just the fact that y'all thought and about the idea of like, oh man, I missed the stream now. It's like, it just means more than you could possibly imagine to me. So again, just thank y'all for everything. I remember I was feeling ill once and had your stream on the background and literally dozed off because it was so comforting to listen to. These streams are always so lovely. Aw, Rue, that means a lot to me. I'm really happy to be able to be there for you and to have you stop on by and be here for the channel and for me as well. So thank you so much for everything. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, man, I don't want to leave. Ah, man, I'm sorry, but after this, I mean, I should probably. The thing is, I would go live for as long as I could physically handle it if it wasn't for the fact that I don't want to bother my family too much. Because, again, for example, as you're seeing right now, I'm kind of borrowing the kitchen here, which means if anyone wants to grab anything from the kitchen, they can, because I'm here being an idiot. But, you know, if it wasn't for that, I would actually try and stream as much and as often as I could. Because I also really enjoy being here with you guys. So, thank you. Again, thank you for everything. Thank you for joining me throughout these 2 years of stream, for helping me reach affiliate, for being here throughout the entirety of this stream and all the other streams, for stopping on by even if it's just for a second to say hello, or even just stopping on by and not saying anything. It means, again, everything to me. So thank you. And with that, I'm going to stop because otherwise I will actually start crying as well. And I'm trying not to cry on camera because that'll be a very awkward video to upload to YouTube later. Which, by the way, DJ's Hard Drive is a channel now. I haven't actually mentioned this on stream. So, yeah, I made a VOD channel. So we can actually have an archive of all the videos. I was reminiscing the other day about how... I know it's a very sudden shift, but I just kind of wanted to move away before I start breaking down. But yeah, there's a VOD channel, which means if you guys miss a channel or like miss a stream, I mean, you can now catch up with those on, again, I tweeted out about it, but the channel name is DJ's Hard Drive because actually my friend Centart came up with that one because he was like, well, you're a robot, right? The computer, like a storage system, is the hard drive. This is an archive of all your things, which means it's a storage of all the streams. Thereby, DJ's Hard Drive. It's good. It's great. So yeah, from now on, we will not lose any more of the archives and the streams, because that's the thing I was reminiscing about the other day, is the fact that a lot of those, specifically those streams for the first 2 years of live streaming, really are all gone. You can't watch any of them. And I was thinking about that because, like, there's so much good content that we've missed and that you can't watch anymore because it's just kind of gone because Twitch auto-deletes VODs, right? But now, from now on, with the anniversary stream for the 2-year anniversary, you can now catch up with any of them anytime. So if you ever feel like being like, man, I remember this one random stream from 3 years ago where he cooked an enchilada on stream. Man, I want to watch that again and follow the recipe or whatever. You can do so now. So yeah, just again, I'll tweet about, if you guys want me to, I'll tweet about it again this after I'm done streaming, or maybe even right now if I just pull out my phone, so you guys can follow it there. And yeah, so that exists. And again, thank you all so much for supporting the channel and everything. Appreciate it. All right, and with that, let's finish these off, right? So okay, here's where the only real fork in the road happens. So normally you can put the enchiladas in your oven and cook them in the oven to get them nice and crispy and the top and the cheese and all that good stuff. But you can also, if you're like me and you don't really feel like turning out your oven, and more specifically, I don't feel like emptying out the oven because it's full of junk, you can just slap them into the microwave for like a minute. And then when they come out all warm and nice and gooey and cheesy, and it's great. So, let's go for it. You're just gonna grab your enchiladas and just kind of plop them into the microwave for like a minute. Again, if you want to, you can just turn on your oven for like, I don't even know really what temperature. Probably like a good, like, I don't know, medium oven temperature, and shove them in there for like a couple minutes to get the cheese to melt. But for the most part, you can just slap them into the microwave for like a minute. Have the microwave go for a minute, and then you're good. So I'm just gonna put one. I mean, I'll put all of them in, but I'm gonna put one of them in. I'll serve it on a plate, and then we can watch our glorious work unfold before our very eyes. We are reaching the saga, the end of this stream. The end of an era. This is probably one of the longer streams I've done in a while. So, yeah. I just hope YouTube does not copyright you. If they do, they will mean war. Man, I really hope so too. I'm pretty sure... Okay, here's the thing. This is officially from the Game Grumps and their channel. So I'm really hoping the Game Grumps won't copyright strike me. I don't think they will, but I really hope they don't. Concern. But yeah, this will definitely be going up later today. Well, not later today, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, here's the thing. So far, I've been uploading the videos onto the archive. Tennis, nice. I've been uploading the videos to the archive channel. One of them each day until we catch up, and then we can just start uploading them every time I live stream the day after, or like right after uploading the video. But would you guys rather I just kind of like upload all the ones I have backlogged and then we start just uploading them all? Or would you guys rather I keep doing this thing where I just upload like one every so often, like every day until we catch up? Up to y'all. Honestly, I'm down to do either. Both of them take like the same amount of effort from me. So yeah, I'll let you guys think about that. In the meantime, we're gonna pull out our enchiladas from the, you know, thing. I can't remember if it was a minute or if it was like 3 minutes, but I don't know. We'll see. Tennis. Nope. That should be good enough, I believe. It all depends on if the inside of the chicken's warmed up. It's entirely up to you, but then again, you know my stance on decision making. Fair play to you. I believe they should be done. I mean, technically speaking, it looks done to me. But why not? Let's try them. I'll serve some on a plate, give them a try, and we'll see if it needs more time or not. Because I'm pretty sure it should be fine. But let's see. Alrighty then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Delicious. So look at that delicious cheesy gooiness of enchilada. You guys think, huh? We did this together as a stream. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna grab a fork real quick. I don't know if I should eat these on stream, because I don't know. But we're just gonna like dive on in there. Cut one in half. Whoop. There you go. There's one enchilada, busted and broken open. When I eat them, I'm so hungry. Nom nom nom. Yeah. No, it's I'm very tempted to eat these right now. Hold on. Yeah, it's one. Okay, so yeah, I just need to put them for like a minute. I think I might actually put them for like a minute and 30 seconds, just to ensure that they're well cooked. But yeah, I can't resist. I'm having a bite. I'm just having one bite. I don't mean to just like eat these on stream, but I'm it's too much. It's too close. Man, yep, no, exactly what I expected. Very good. Yeah. I'd be upset if you didn't have a bite. Yeah, I kind of feel that, but oh no, I just didn't want to, because like you're all there, just kind of probably hungry yourselves. It's like I don't want to like eat in front of y'all. But yeah, That enchilada is full. Nothing worse than biting into air when you expect filling. Exactly. That's why I hate, like, there's certain restaurants where you'll buy tamales and then, like, they'll have no filling and it's just, like, pure, like, dough, pretty much. And it's just the pure dough. And it's like, why? Why? The whole point of a tamale is that it's, like, a filling surrounded by dough. Why would you not fill it up to the brim? That's so dumb. But yeah, that's why I always shove as much as I can into all of it. Which is why I run out of the chicken so much, because it's like I end up putting too much almost. But yeah, with that, that'll probably be the end of today's stream. Thank you all so much for everything. I know I'm saying thank you again, but I just feel like I have to again. But yeah, no, thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for stopping on by. When I started, I was really nervous. I spent all morning and all afternoon just incredibly nervous about doing this, because it would be the first time I'm showing my disgustingly hilarious face. I'm just joking. Kinda. on camera and on stream, as well as the first time that I'd be doing anything like this, and I didn't know how it was gonna go, how it was gonna look, how any of that would happen. So honestly, thank y'all so much for, stopping on by and being here and joining me, and for being so nice and, great. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with you guys, and yeah, that's all I can say. Just thank you all so much for everything, and yeah. Ooh, another enchilada is full. Nothing worse than. No, thank you. This is the best, and thank you. One can say that this has been an enchilada stream. Thanks for the super fun stream, DJ. Loved every moment of it, and the food looked delicious. Congrats on the first IRL stream. Can't wait to catch each other. Also, I'll message you tomorrow after work about Overwatch. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you hit me up, and I'll be there. Anything else I can think of to say? No, not at all. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye! You look and sound like you're being perfectly natural. It's awesome. Great job. Thanks, Antaron. I appreciate it. Man, y'all are too nice, dude. Y'all are too nice. Oh, man. Thank y'all for everything. So, yeah. Thank you all. And I'll see y'all next time. Oh, DJ, one more thing. Yeah. What up? Oh, wait. Is this about the message you sent in Clara's about wanting to join the professional Overwatch team? Because if it is about that, I'm sorry I haven't gone around to responding. I was waiting on another friend of mine to see, because they were choosing about whether or not to join. And so I was waiting on them to, like, see what they decided. But if you want to, we can try and play some games sometime, and, we'll see. Because I'd like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt to try, So, if it's about that, then, yeah. Just if you I can't speak. Want to, like, play some rounds someday to try and, like, to try it out, then we can do that. Bye, and thank you. Are you sure you're okay with that? I mean, yeah, I'm down to, like, try and play some games so that way we can, check it out. But yeah, but we'll talk about this more some other time. Again, in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye. I am not clicking the right things. Alright, there it is now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bonk.